South Carolina at this point. Jim, I know you've had a couple of minutes to gather your thoughts.
In fact, what we first noticed this in the western part of the state, and certainly for Saluda and Newberry County,
Wednesday afternoon,
starting to come on, tapering off. Now that process is playing out here in Columbia. Notice that all the light rain that we're seeing right now, and when you go over into Sumter, there's still
tomorrow morning, the river will fall below flood stage Tuesday, October 6th. Safety message.
And one of the reasons, Daniel, if you could take the time to put up the water vapor imagery that you showed. I noticed something when you showed it, when you had it up there, that's very revealing. All right, there's the hurricane taking off into the Atlantic. Notice the dry air comes in and it just cuts it right off.
Right.
And as soon as it got cut off, things begin to change. And now we still have some moisture here and we still have the rain, but it is tapering off and it is going to end.
That is very good news. Michael, if you could go to my Facebook or my Twitter account one more time. There is some video of Reimer Pond Road where I just retweeted it. The viewer who submitted this video, Becca, says that she believes that the Reimer Pond dam just broke.
Holy
and once this
moly.
video starts to play out, you'll see why maybe she thinks this is something that happened. She's going to pan over to the right in just a second, and you'll see the tremendous amount of water that's coming down Reimer Pond Road. This is in the northeast part of Brooklyn. We need you guys. This is the kind of video we need you to submit to us.
This reminds me a lot of the Texas
what's going on.
Memorial Day
Lexington
floods.
County, the police chief there, Chief Green, reminds residents that just because the rain is slowing on the that law enforcement has been giving us over your homes and stay off the roads. Chief Ray out of Lugoff says the line broke in the Fredericksburg subdivision. I'm going to try to retweet that for you so that my producer
We're
can put it
having
up on
infrastructure
the screen for
problems
you.
down there.
Chief Ray says main water lines broken in Fredericksburg subdivision and Lugoff, in Ravine, no water supply for extended period. Cut off from having water. Dr. Dean McCon has contacted us to let you know that closed tomorrow morning. So we close all day tomorrow. They want you to stay safe and to stay dry.
Some down trees because of the saturated
Oh boy.
power outages may occur. Do not attempt to drive on flooded roads. It takes little water to move a vehicle off the road and into deeper water. The road bed may not be intact under flood waters. Keep away from down power lines.
Just had that up on the screen a moment ago. So, the pictures just keep coming in, Jim, and each and every one of them
is going to continue to play out for the rest of the afternoon. The good news is that with this rain tapering off, I suspect that it may end altogether here in Columbia in about an hour or two. So it's not going to be as long as we thought, and certainly not going to be as much as we feared. But certainly within the next couple of hours, the rain will come to an end here. But already it's having
Is this also the first flood event that you've heard of a building collapse?
Adding that much.
I heard an inch in our block that there
so
collapsed
now,
earlier.
we've noticed already that some of the floodwaters are beginning to recede somewhat. They're getting lower down. Gills Creek is
because it was so submerged in water, I assume.
to get better. And so certainly I would think that by sundown, all of the flash flood issues that we were having should be done with. The river floods will continue. In fact, on the Congaree River, they will continue to rise until it crests probably.
on in Lugoff by rescue crews, and that Camden High School has now been opened as a shelter. So if you know anyone who is in that community,
from the emergency
you're worried about
management
friends or loved ones, or if you know
on Facebook. It's out on the
vulnerable
Facebook
adult,
page.
you know what I mean?
Well,
We've got so many of our parents who are aging and who want their independence. I wasn't talking about you, Jeff. So many of our parents who are independence.
We may not see
When it
anything
comes-
like this again, Mom. This year is
Whether
just it's
parents-
one for the one for the books. That'll probably be talked about for years to come.
Before this happened, that if they went anywhere, make sure that you took
Harrison
your cell
Gandy.
phone with you so you could communicate with someone, or you could have that at least let
No,
someone
Mom, I'm
know
not
where you were
hungry.
going, what time you plan to be there. So if you didn't show up, people would know.
News 19 Sonia Gutierrez is in Lexington County for us. She is at a mobile home community where the residents have been evacuated. And, you know, I see, Sonia, that you're standing right next to a police cruiser.
Have been very respectful, so they did allow us to be here. They said that the mobile homes from this point on forward have already been completely evacuated. I'll move out of the picture so you can take a look how bad the flooding has been here. We're at Victorian Lakes Mobile Home Park.
The roads have been wiped out. I call that a
That's,
lake as well.
halfway submerged into the water. It's still running slowly, and we actually spoke to police, and they did let us know what happened here. Looks like Bar Lake and Gibson Pound and Old Mill Pound are all three of them are connected by 14 Mile Creek, and Bar Lake was breached with, which has breached and increased the flows of the water. It's rising the water here downstream, and that's why we have the Lexington Police car here, making sure that it doesn't rise any further and keeping people safe. Now, Lexington Police does want us to remind you that if you have any questions at all, give them a call. They are available in their office, in their headquarters, and online. Of course, we'll have the latest information from Lexington. Darcy?
All right, Sonia, we appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thanks for keeping us up to date with what's going
You
on
think this would be
in
something we
Lexington.
see
Jim, I feel
again?
like you were about to say something.
No, I just, if you want to watch the NFL game, you're going to have to watch it on 19.2 or Time Warner
Cable.
1255.
I mean, South
Right.
Texas
So
saw
that's
more
where the
rain
game is.
in like the first
What
few
we're
weeks
doing
of May
here
than
is
they've
giving
seen
you
in
the
an
information you need,
entire year.
during a natural disaster.
Well,
And
some
this
parts
is what
of
this
Texas.
is. So I've been very
Some
guarded in
lakes
how
down
I've
there
responded to people who
breached.
are asking us where the
Some lakes
football
down
I
there
is.
flooded.
understand.
Some rivers
I
down
I don't
there
want to
flooded.
insult
I'd like to
anybody.
be watching the NFL too.
That's not good.
Right. We've got roads that have washed away, rescued from their homes.
High winds now. That's the new problem.
Disaster. I'm
Look
sorry.
at this.
And this, by
Cannot
definition, is a disaster.
see
This is
football
horrible.
game right now.
This is
but
horrible.
you can tune to 19.2 or Time Warner
There we
Cable
go.
1255, or maybe you can find an app on your phone and watch it that way.
Roads are
if it's
now
that
lakes
important to you.
down
But
here.
Again,
So
that's
the
all.
fun down there is horrible.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
That's all I said.
Continue to